The campus safety office is the little building that's located behind Moreau and just to the north of Holy Cross Hall. It looks like a little shed type thing, and that's our location. Department of Campus Safety, we are staffed 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. So there's always someone here present. If you call our phone number at 284-5000 or just extension 5000 here on campus, there'll be somebody to answer, and we always have a officer present. So, and as I said, the good news is some of the services that we offer. If you're here at night during the school year, we have a Blinky service, a van that runs around the campus. I don't know if you can get this on camera too. We get some waves in here. It runs a steady route around campus. So if you're in the parking lot or whatever and you need a ride, say to a building or back and forth, Blinky is available. And we also, if there's something going on that you need a ride, you can call that number at 5000 and we'll usually send an officer over to pick you up and give you an escort. The other services that we offer, as I said, if your car doesn't start, we do have a jump pack and we do jump starts for dead batteries. We've been pretty successful with those. I was going to say sometimes it hasn't. It's been other problems, but we do have that. And if by some chance you're really overwrought in the classes here, we have a lockout kit in case you lock your keys in the car. So we can legally break in and get your keys, hopefully. I've been about 90% successful with that also. So let's get to the parking restrictions. Those of you that are here in the summer, you really don't need a parking pass of any kind for the summer. And for the decals, when you come in the fall, you'll have to register and pick up your decal. Those won't be coming until August, but you can go online at St. Mary's website, and it has all the parking rules and restrictions, and you can also go online and register for your decal. You will have to come to the little office that I told you earlier to pick it up. And that's at stmarys.edu/campus safety/transportation parking. And that'll have all your rules and regs. Safety is, of course, of the utmost importance. And if you have an emergency, if you want to report something like a true medical emergency or a crime that's in progress, you, of course, dial 911 just like you would anywhere else. And the St. Joe County Police are our primary responders for that. And for medical emergencies, Notre Dame Fire and St. Joe County AMBOs will be responsible. If it's anything less, if you just want to report a suspicious person, which we can't think of the word right now, but we totally want you to do that. If you see something suspicious, call us at 5000 and let us know. And don't let us know hours afterwards. If you see something, report it as soon as possible. My story here is, which I've bored many people, so I might as well bore you too. I was on the fire department for 37 years, and I do remember the one run we used to do river rescues, and the lady called in and we sent out all our trucks and ambos and all the personnel because somebody had spotted somebody that they thought had jumped in the river. So we go to the river and we get a call back on it and say, well, where exactly did they? She said, well, I was going home from work. And she says, I waited till I got to Niles to call. So I think that was probably, a little late in case somebody did. So if you see something, please report it. Okay? Medical emergencies. As I said earlier, if you want to report a crime in progress or if you're a true medical emergency, dial 911. The Department of Campus Safety dispatcher will see the 911 call, and then we'll also dispatch our safety personnel. Okay? And if you're going throughout the campus, we do have blue light phones located all throughout the campus, and you can just go ahead. There's 2 buttons on there. There's a red button that if you push goes directly to 911, and if you press the other button, it's a non-emergency, the black call button, and that comes to us at security. So if you're out and about and need to report it, they haven't been in use lately because everyone has cell phones, so that's what you use. And you want to just go ahead and program the 5000 number in there. Okay? The only other thing I really want to talk about is the alarms that you might hear while you're here. And it's either going to be a fire alarm or a tornado alarm. And a fire alarm, of course, the first thing you want to do is get out of the building. You want to take the stairways and not the elevators. So fire, get out as soon as you can. Tornado, you want to go into the building and you want to locate in the safest place, which in any building is going to be in the basement area. Or if it doesn't have a basement, you're going to want to go to an interior hallway away from the windows. So in this building here, we do have a basement that you would go to, or if you can't get into it, an interior hallway. The only thing else I can tell you about, I'll keep it simple here, is if you're out and about, I don't know if any of you are going to be running at night around here or whatever, we also just make sure it's reflective. Make sure you travel with other people so that you're never alone. Okay. And the infamous one, if you come across any wildlife while you're here, don't feed them. Make sense to you? Okay. I mean, they look cute. They're great. But the more we feed them over here, the more they get used to people, and the more aggressive they get. And we never know where they've been. So that's another thing. All right. I'll just give you a few tips here on safety, and I think we'll be about done. But if there's any thefts, report it to security immediately. Any suspicious people, as I said previously, you want to report to us immediately, or any suspicious actions. And just always be aware of your surroundings, especially at night, so you know what's going on. And that's about it. That's all I got, unless there's any other questions.